Well, hello, friends. I am Tara,
And I'm Carrie.
and we are the Mom Wife Workaholics. Welcome to episode 12.
12, that's a lot. I mean, that's not a lot, but it's a lot for us.
It doesn't seem like should be that high of a number.
No. I feel like we just started doing this.
You're right.
Right.
And I know we were discussing last week, like, are we going to take a break? We don't know.
We don't know.
We
We don't
don't-
know.
We'll see.
I feel like the 4th of July, probably.
Right.
You probably got things to do.
I just need to get through May.
Right. If you can power through May, you can power through any month, I think.
So, anybody doesn't know, my 17-year-old graduated last Saturday. My 22-year-old graduates college tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The following weekend, Memorial Day weekend, my sister gets married.
Yeah. I don't know why they were trying to torture you and put it all in the same month.
All the things.
I mean, maybe it's like a blessing in disguise because you just like power through it. You know what I mean?
I don't have so much power, man. Like, I'm
But you know
over
what I
it.
mean? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can just be overwhelmed for 3 weeks solid versus like having like the one thing looming over your head and then in 3 weeks
Then another
because
one, yeah.
you're stressing out those full 3 weeks until the next thing, and then the next thing would be 3 weeks out, and you're like, I've been stressed out all summer long.
Just forever.
Just
I've
forever.
been
I just live in stress. Where
Right.
like now you had to like kind of manage because you had to like tackle one hurdle at a time.
Yeah.
And you obviously there's an end to it, but it's like boom, 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 boom. And you just keep hurdling.
Flailing at this point.
But imagine if you were doing that for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's
I
true.
think just look at it as a blessing in disguise.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try. I make no promises though, 'cause
You're like, nope, I'm only one down, 2 more to go. I'm still losing it.
I mean, let's discuss you doing my hair.
Right.
Yesterday.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
she was having an aneurysm.
This is ridiculous. I literally was sleeping in the chair the whole fucking time.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like, that's no joke.
Yeah.
This is chronic fatigue and fibro. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like, literally could not keep myself awake. I was
She-
on no painkillers. I was on nothing.
Uh-huh. Just
I was fully
Exhausted.
loaded with an XL coffee.
right, which was delicious. She brought me one too. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
That's the law.
It is, and it was beautiful. But yeah, no, at one point I was foiling the top of her head and she was like,
Just
and I was like,
drop
can
my
you
head.
hold still for a second?
no, I was occasionally she'd check in.
You still
Like,
alive?
Try to bring up a subject. I'm like, uh-huh,
Yeah, I'd get a mumble and then you'd go,
right back out. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
oh, I mean, getting your hair done's relaxing. Maybe
Yeah.
not that relaxing.
I know it's stupid, but
It was hilarious.
that's the story. That is the problem. That is why I can't have a desk job.
Right. Because you wouldn't be able to like,
Because the second I sit, I fall asleep.
yeah.
That's why the husband and I can't watch TV worth of shit, because
Yeah.
the second I sit, I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then I can't have a full-time on my feet job
Because you'll be,
horrendous pain.
yeah.
So,
You'll be,
real lovely little thing.
well, and I was going to say that's, you've like kind of the worst of both worlds because you sit down to like enjoy something and you fall asleep. But when you go to bed at night, you can't fall asleep. Like you wake up,
I fall asleep really well,
but you wake up.
but I wake up at dumb times, like
Uh-huh.
3:30 in the morning, and then I'm like, "What's up, friends? How's
Yeah.
it going, world?"
But there's been times where you've texted me at like 5 a.m. and I was like, girl, I don't live those hours. Those aren't
Right?
for me. You can text me at midnight, but 5 a.m.,
Yeah, no,
that's my quality sleep time.
I know he ain't gonna freaking
Yeah, I'll
respond at that
answer.
time.
I'll answer you when I'm, rolling out the house at 8 o'clock.
Right? Yeah, no, and that's fine. I get that, but I'm just like, if I have a thought, I have to.
Right. Otherwise, it's gone.
It's gone. 100%.
I get it. I do. I understand that. But it's wild because there are times where I've messaged you at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and then you'll turn around and message me at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, the span is not. No wonder you're a nap like you can master a nap because those hours aren't far enough apart.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, it's dumb. And I can go to bed at, say I'm working a bartending shift.
Mhm.
I go to bed at 2:00 and I get up at 6.
Yuck.
And I'm like, This is why every time we go somewhere in the car, I take a nap.
Right.
Because
Or when you sit down, you take a nap.
literally the other day, I laid down, I was texting somebody, and I laid down on my bed, just get comfy, and I'm gonna do some texting here real quick. I was out for 4 hours.
You had said that. You were like, I shut down. I was done.
Done. And that's unfortunately, that's my life.
Mhm.
We call it nap roulette in this house.
Was
I
it
might
20
nap for
minutes?
20 minutes. It might be 20 hours. You never know.
No. You may wake up and it's Tuesday.
Absolutely. So, wow, we digress already.
Yeah, I mean.
Weird. But this is really good for today's topic.
Right.
The mental load. Why do we carry it at all? Why do we carry it all?
Yeah.
Discussing the invisible labor of women.
Right. And
This is huge for
it
both of us.
It is. And I think for most people, I mean, I don't know, there's a really, and I'm horrible because I don't know who she is. But she's a TikTok lady, and she sings this little song that's all about, like, your husband will help you, just give him a list. Your husband will help you, just follow through with the list. Your husband will help you if you just, and so she's singing all cutesy, like, oh, just make a list. And then she's like, I don't want to make a list. And then they're like, but don't be a nag. And she's like, but he can make his own list. And she's like, and it's one of those things where you're like,
why is it on us?
why do I have to, come up with the A, B, and C of it
all the time?
And the thing is, depending on your partner, you probably don't have to.
Right.
But you feel like you do.
Yeah. Especially in our house.
Right.
Because I'm technically disabled. I don't work a full-time job. Does that mean I'm not busy and that I don't work?
No.
God, no, it doesn't.
No.
But that's my job.
Right.
I need to manage the things.
Yeah, you run a household, and that's the.
Oh my God! No wonder I'm always fucking tired.
And I think, as probably I need a list. I need a list.
You know you need a list.
I need a list. So if one isn't done for me, I feel like I have to do one. And even if it's mental for me, even if I don't write out the list, I still have, and my husband doesn't always see the importance. He's like, just wing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just he's a just wing it kind of guy. It's not a big deal. And then I feel like I have to make 2 lists.
Right.
Because, for him, he'll run, like, so you guys don't live in an area where you can just run to the grocery store.
No, God, no.
But we do. And so if he's making supper and he needs 3 items, he'll just run to the grocery store. Where I have to, I have to figure that out prior to even start. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, my head works differently. Where he was like, we're going to have steak and eggs. And then he's like, oh, well, always have a steak. I guess I'll run and get eggs. And then he gets home and he's like, oh, we don't have milk. And I'm like, but you could have, okay.
I'm gonna fucking cut you, bro.
When it's just, and he's just so like, oh, it's no big deal. And I forget one thing and I think it's the end of the earth.
Oh, amen.
Why?
Because God forbid we not conquer the world.
Right.
But what big deal is it?
I don't know.
And who is it a big deal to?
I mean, apparently just me.
Right, exactly. The sad thing is, if I went to the store for 3 things, I'd forget 2 of them.
Right, because you need a list for the 3. And
I need a list, and I'm not a list girl.
Right.
You know who is a major list girl? You would be jealous of her list skills.
I probably would be.
Trista.
Oh, yeah. Well, because she is the homemaker extraordinaire.
Oh, my God, right?
I mean, I aspire to be.
Oh, God.
I aspire to be like that. I do as much as I like to and I want to, but I don't always get the time.
Right.
I don't. I would love to. I would love to be able, and not that I maybe don't prioritize.
Right.
Certain organization things that would probably in the long run make my life easier.
Right.
Because I feel like I have to put other fires out first.
Right.
When I probably could have just organize my life a little bit better and not have
All
the
the
fires to
emergencies.
put out.
All the emergencies. I
Right.
get it. I get it. It's ridiculous.
And you try to manage like your household, but even like the expectations within your household. Do you
Right.
feel like that's part of your mental load? Like I have to not only manage the house, the physical four walls of my home, but then I also have to manage the emotional side of
Oh,
my husband, my teenager, my child, my dog. Like, are they
right.
well taken care of? And then you kind of yeah,
I can't move in my house without somebody on my heels.
right.
Whether it's Big Daddy 'cause got a question or we're having
Mhm.
a conversation, or DM because I'm breathing,
Yeah. Well,
or
yeah, and she's at that age.
and Bella, don't even get me started on that little
She
bitch.
and she is up.
I go to the back door, to go out and smoke 'cause
Yeah,
I'm that guy.
bad
She
habit.
just sits there
Yeah,
freaks
losing her
out
mind.
until I pick her up. It's like, "Bitch, stop." Like,
She's like a baby.
it's ridiculous.
Right.
I love her, but fuck her. Okay?
Right.
Sometimes I wanna go outside by my damn self. I don't
Yeah.
wanna have to make
Mm.
sure you don't leave the yard.
Yeah, I don't wanna yell at you all the time.
Right, and it's so obnoxious. One thing I tried to explain to Carter a couple times throughout the school year, and he just right over his head, or just
Right.
lack of give a shit, I don't know.
A teenage boy.
So, it's I'm mom, it's my job in the morning to get the kids up and moving for school.
Right.
We have a house full of the Alexa items,
Yeah, yeah.
and, that's how I wake my kids up. I drop in on their rooms.
Yeah.
And in true 17-year-old fashion, I drop in. "Yep, I'm getting up." I drop in again. "Yep, I'm getting up." And I drop in again, and it's like, "You're about to be late for school."
Right.
And then he's like, "Okay, I'm getting up." So I tried to explain to him one day, I said, "Carter, I need you to consider something for a minute. Imagine you had to consider what was on the table for supper that night.
Mhm.
You had to make sure that the house was clean. You had to make sure that the doctor's appointments were made.
Mhm.
You have to make sure that the dogs get into the groomer." And I'm just listing all this shit.
Yeah, yeah, that the bills get paid and that, the yard is mowed and that
Right,
the Dee brushed her teeth and
right, all the things.
you have clean socks and the laundry's done, and I could keep going.
Exactly, exactly. I said, do you suppose maybe having to wake a 17-year-old up 3 times every morning might
At wear on someone?
it's just it's a lot.
Yeah.
Carter, do you understand that?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sure it is, mom, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm not sorry to do anything about it, whatever."
Again,
Um,
teenage boys.
but yeah, I'm like, because if I don't drop in,
You're not
you're
making
late for school.
Yeah, you're not making it to school, and then you start to spiral because that's somehow reflection on you, even though he is of an age where it really should be on him,
Yep,
but it's
yep,
not, it's on you
right.
because you're the
I'm the
mom.
mom.
Yeah, and you're the one that's part of your delegated tasks is to make sure that they get their little booties up and out the door.
Right.
And yeah, I absolutely
It's
understand that.
ridiculous.
And and you're like, "Why do I have to have that one more thing on my plate?"
Right. Like, this is not, and that's not something I should have on my plate,
Right.
right?
Right.
It's
He's
absolutely not.
yeah, he's of a certain age where it shouldn't be a requirement for you to, again, yes, it's nice if you make sure he gets out the door and you say, "Have a great day, bye." But you shouldn't have to nag him to
Right.
move his butt.
Right.
Like those are
Yeah.
and you're like, "Why do you" and then your day kinda starts off in a funk.
Yeah.
Because now you've essentially like, the first time you're like, "Hey, get up." The second time you're like, "Are you getting up?" Like, the third time you're like, "If you don't get up."
Right.
And then you're like, "Now I'm in a tizzy.
Right.
Now my whole day
Shit's gone
is"
sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now I'm stressed out that you're gonna be late. I'm stressed out that, you don't listen to me, and then you're like, "I haven't even had a good cup of coffee," and now I
Yeah.
just feel like and your day just kind of spirals.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely get that.
Irritated as all shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're like, it takes you hours to come down from that, like, anxiety that
Right.
that you and again, to a certain extent, do you have to get worked up about it?
No.
No, but do you?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. No,
It's like yesterday when Jeff and I were gonna go to town, I had to go to town,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He didn't. He's like, "Do you want me to come with?" And I'm like, "Honey, it's 100% up to you." And then he's like, "Yeah, I think I'll go with." I said, "Okay, let me tell you how this is gonna go. Okay, we're not operating on Jeff time.
Right.
Because Big Daddy time is very different than Tarot time."
It absolutely is.
Yes. And so I'm like, "We're not operating on Big Daddy time. I'm already anxious about my timeline today.
Right.
I am not dealing with your bullshit." And he's like, "Why? You don't think you got time?"
This isn't nope,
And we got home
just in time.
just in time for me to change my shirt and get to work 10 minutes early.
Right.
And that is 20 minutes late for me,
Right.
which drives him nuts. But whatever, it's not a priority to him. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm working on my time here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I just straight out said, "Don't make me be a bitch and an egg."
Yeah, like, don't make me be that person, and that's we've had a couple of conversations in our household about, like, you I'm trying to do the things, and you make it harder by pushing against me.
Right.
Whether it's your kids, whether it's your spouse, whether it's, your dog, like,
Them
there's
damn dogs.
yeah, those are those things that you're like, I'm trying to move this train this way, and there's someone always pushing back,
Yes.
and it makes it really hard to keep, like, a positive,
Upbeat.
upbeat
I don't
you
want to
you know,
stab
you
everybody.
yeah, you're like, "I wanna be a good, fun mom, and I wanna be a cheery person," but you're like, when I get, like, that pushback, and you're like it's just that, like, weight that
Right.
you're like, "Why do I always feel like there's extra weight on me?"
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it's not only for moms, I'm sure men have it.
Oh, yeah.
Their
100%.
brains just work differently than
Yes.
ours. From
Very
everything that
much
I've
so. Yeah.
yeah, from everything that I've seen, their brains just work differently, and so, it's not the same, but it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it does.
Like, apparently, it's like scientifically proven that when you ask a man what he's thinking about and he says nothing, he really is thinking about nothing.
Right. That's
When was the last
wild.
time you just thought about
No,
nothing?
never. So
Literally never.
super funny. Um, and my poor husband, we had the only way I can describe it is anxiety. He had anxiety. Um, and it threw him for a loop.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he was like, "I don't feel good. I just can't, like, my mind is racing." He's like, and he's like, and I was like, "Yeah,
That's an anxiety attack, honey.
yeah."
Is it that a party?
And he was like and I said, "I feel like that a lot." Like, that's just I do. I that, like, racing thoughts, and he's like, "I can't get him to quiet." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah." And he's like
Welcome to the club.
"This is how you feel?" And I was like, "A lot of the times, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "That's how do you not have a heart attack and die?" And I was like, "I mean, I'm assuming I'm not going to. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's obviously not an option. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got things to do and a list to check
I got a
off."
fucking list here, buddy.
But
Yeah, like,
but it was such like, he's never had one. So
right.
he, like, couldn't grasp the concept of, like, you can feel like this and still, like, function throughout your day.
Because
And
we
I
don't
was
have a choice.
right, right. But also you just, like, I've just gotten where it's kind of normal. It's just how my day flows.
Right.
And I wouldn't know what it's like to not have, like, that inner monologue that I can't get rid of. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah. But what the hell would we do if we didn't have the voices in our head?
Right.
Who
Right.
the fuck would we talk to?
Well, and, like, yeah, when you were like when men say they're thinking about nothing, they literally mean nothing. And I am just like, "What? I don't I don't know."
Yeah, how is that a thing? No, you gotta be
Right?
thinking something, but don't
Yeah, yeah.
I know
That's why I was like, there's got to be something tootling around in the back of your head. Whether it's what shade of blue is that? Do you think that's like? There's something. There's always something. Yeah, and and they're like, no,
you're literally nothing.
it's just.
So jealous.
Is it static? I can't even
I wanna
like
come back as a man in my next life. Please.
just and yeah, it's just for me, it's one of those things where I'm like, that is the wildest thing, and I wish I could just shut my brain off. And Hayden actually has mentioned to me multiple times, like, can you just shut your brain off and like focus? Especially we were talking about date night. Like, can you just shut your brain off and just focus on, the two of us? And I was like, no, because I'm still going to have 20 things going on. I'm still going to listen to you. I'm still going to participate in our life.
Right.
But the background noise is still going to be there
Forever.
forever.
There.
I'm still going to
Yes.
think, did I swap that laundry?
Why are my kids little fuckers?
Yeah. Do you think Derek's watching TV right now?
Of course.
I think I hear the TV. And it's and he's like, "Are you watching the movie?" "Yeah, kinda." But I'm still Did the dog bark? Is the dishwasher done?
It's ridiculous. We're horrible.
Is that the dryer? Did we and it's just
Yeah.
constant. It's like, "Oh, are there clean clothes? Does Ashlyn, do they know where their socks are?" And it's just, "Oh, I bet Derek lost his other shoe. What does the dog have in his mouth?" And it just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. No, never. Now let's consider the fact, because I'm sure that we have plenty of listeners that probably fit in this category. That mental load, which we already know is uber heavy.
Yeah.
Uber heavy. We're women.
Yeah.
We're overcritical of ourselves.
Absolutely.
We doubt ourselves on our best days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Even when I think
Like-
I'm hitting it out of the park, I still find something that I did wrong.
Right. Because it's so much easier to be negative. Now throw in having, a mental illness,
Right.
depression,
Yeah.
severe anxiety.
Right.
And
And those, to find and I think each person probably has to find something that works for them.
right.
Like I've had friends say that therapy really helped them.
Mhm.
And then I've had friends that said therapy didn't help them at all.
Therapy is very helpful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Therapy is very helpful. I've been to plenty of therapists. Um, Therapy is hard for me right now to constantly go to because my therapist moved out of the country
Oh,
and she still
that's a bummer.
does online. And
well,
like
that's hard though.
it's hard. But the schedules are so different that it's hard to get lined up.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of emotional baggage
Right.
that I am not unpacking again. So I don't want to go to a new therapist.
Right. Right. You're like,
because-
I've already broken through this. She already knows like maybe your triggers or your,
all the trauma.
all the
knows.
yeah. And then to be like, I have to spew all this out to someone else. I'm
Not
not
about that.
emotionally ready for that.
No.
I do get that.
And my sister's the same way. We're like,
Right.
we're not doing it.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I live with chronic severe depression. I have my whole life. I medicated for it. Anybody that knows me and follows me on socials and knows me in person and stuff knows that I have massively, massively pulled back from my usual crazy self.
Yeah.
We're talking every day. I was sending out, uplifting things. I was posting on Facebook,
Yeah.
sending it Snapchat, whatever. I've maybe done that twice in the last 5 months.
Just because you're personally in a funk.
I am in such a funk. And I'm not helping myself. I'm not helping matters.
But you can't, again, that's you putting more pressure on yourself.
Right.
Because you can't hold yourself to a standard that you can't even get to. Like
Right.
that's not helping you.
Like for months, I have not properly taken my medications, which is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
I have high blood pressure.
Oh
I have
gosh.
diabetes.
Yeah.
I have
My
severe depression. Bitch, take your meds,
Right, but
right?
also don't ask you if you've taken your
Oh,
meds.
yeah, don't ask me if I take my meds because that is a
Yeah,
trigger like
I won't
no
I
other.
won't be asking you that, but I will be maybe checking in and asking how you're doing a little bit better.
Are you okay?
Are
Yeah.
you okay? How are you feeling? Are you keeping up on all the
Here's
things?
the thing. You can ask if I've taken my meds if you're literally asking like, if you text me, say, "Hey, Tara, did you take your meds today?"
Yeah,
Just as a reminder, that's different. But when you're asking if I'm taking my meds in
because you
reaction to a
to
thing, no, you're
to
being
as a
accusatory
response
and you're an
to something.
asshole. Like, you're feeling a little sketchy today. Did you forget your meds, honey? No, fuck you. I will stab you over that. If you're being a concerned friend,
But
that's
also,
fine.
but at the same aspect, maybe don't word it that way. Maybe
Right.
just say, "Hey, I was just checking in.
Right. Yeah.
How are you doing?"
So, yeah, I've been in a funk, and I've gotta get out of it because
Right.
I'm over myself.
Right.
I'm over the whole ugh.
And it's so funny when someone who has depression, you you wouldn't like from a surface, from like surface value, you don't see it. You don't know what's going on. And it's so weird. Like again, if you look at your presence online, that's not what you know what I mean?
It's not what anybody sees.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really is, really heartbreaking. And I think everyone feels that way. It's really heartbreaking to be that vulnerable and talk about it, but also to be that real because we all, we all want the highlight reel. We always
Oh,
want the,
yeah.
and while that is fun to look at, it sets people up for almost amplified because they are expected or they are, again, you put yourself in that position, you put that mental load. Like, I can't be authentic because I have to be funny or I have to be upbeat.
Right.
And you want to be, like, everybody wants to be, but sometimes you can't be, which
But
is
I
sad.
right, it is very, very hard. It's hard to continually put on the face when really you just wanna fucking cry
Yeah.
because that happens. You
Right.
know, the great Robin Williams once said, "People don't fake depression. People fake
Being
being okay."
happy. Yeah.
And that's so true. We had a friend back in Wisconsin, never, ever would anybody have guessed he had issues.
Yeah.
He was the comedian. He
Yeah.
he was a comedian. He had a DJ company. He was fucking hilarious. I never hung out with him and wasn't pissing my pants, and that was
Mm.
prior to my severe bladder issues.
That was prior to the reality of you just
Mhm.
pissing
I
your
just pissed my
pants.
pants for something to do. No, like, you had to put in some effort to piss my pants back then, and, I was never with him and didn't pee my pants,
Yeah.
never, ever, and as somebody who has suffered severe depression, I would have been the first one to say, "Friend, let me check in," and I had no fucking idea.
Right. I don't think a lot of people do. If people around them struggle, I don't think and again, not that I super know because I don't, but I've known a fair amount of people who have struggled. Nothing quite like what you've experienced. Um, but yeah, it's very, very veiled. It's very guarded. It's very, you don't see it. You don't see them on the days they can't get out of bed because you just assume they're doing something else.
Right,
You're not there.
right. They're busy making something else a priority.
Yeah, yeah, and so you just don't know.
Yeah, and my friend that I said I had a friend because he committed suicide,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
so
I
sad.
was absolutely like, I had no idea.
Right,
None.
right.
And I was so heartbroken because then, of course, I'm being Tara, I should have seen. I should have known. I
Yeah,
should have
you
been there
can't
for him.
you can't you can't hold yourself to those.
Right.
You
Yeah.
can't.
It's
That's
it's bad. So, I'm really good at putting on a face.
right.
We know this.
Yeah.
I'm really good at I really am as crazy
Oh, she definitely is.
like, as I portray myself, I
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
am,
oh, yeah, you're a good time Sally.
but it's hard. Nobody wants to deal with depressed Tara. She is not a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't I don't think that again, I don't think that's a standard you should have to hold yourself to.
Right.
I think you should be able to be authentically you in any situation that you are in. I do understand feeling like, ugh, and I think anybody can go through those days where they're like, I am not in a great mood. People do not want to be around me. But if you're truly struggling with something, you probably need to be authentically you and a little more open and less guarded. And that's cute. I don't
Do you
know.
think I'm gonna ask for help? Is that
I
what you're
mean,
getting at?
maybe.
I mean, I did that one time.
Yeah.
When I get to a point,
Where it's you can't see the yeah,
there's no light at the end of the tunnel,
yeah.
I reach out.
That's good. That's good because I think that's, when sometimes people don't, and that's when
Worst case scenario
right,
happens. Yeah,
right, yeah.
absolutely. And I refuse to be the worst case scenario.
Good,
I
good.
refuse. I mean, there's a reason my leg has my kids' names and it says life is worth living
Yeah,
because I will wake up every fucking morning, even if it's only for my kids.
yeah,
Even if that's the only thing that gets me out of bed.
yeah,
It will get me out of bed every time.
yeah,
I would never do that to my family. I'd never
yeah,
do that to Big Daddy
yeah,
and my kids. I would just never do it.
yeah,
And so I'm not going to be a statistic.
yeah,
I will continue to be Tara,
yeah,
crazy as I am.
absolutely.
I'm really getting back on taking my meds regularly.
Yeah, I think maybe, and again, I always a lot of people when they go off of in even like heart blood pressure. Blood
Yep.
pressure's the word. Um, they feel like they're fine. I feel fine. I don't see any problems. I'm fine. I don't have any issues. I'm fine.
Until you're not.
Yeah, well, and even so, I'm going to be completely honest. I've known a fair amount of men who are on blood pressure medications, and it makes them short tempered when they're not.
Well, I
It
believe that.
it
Yeah.
causes headaches, it causes short-tempered, and like I said, I've known a fair amount of them. And they'll say, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine." And I'm like, "But you don't see it the way the people around you see it, because it does make their attitude different, which you wouldn't think it does, but it does. That whole short fuse, high blood pressure kind of it goes
I never
correl
mixed that.
Oh, really? I
I,
very much have with a couple of people I know.
which is funny because I'm on blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's on blood pressure medication.
Mhm.
I did not align those stars, but fucking A.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to be like, did you take your med?
Mhm. Yeah, it's the craziest thing, but I've noticed it. There's a couple where when they were on it, it just kinda helped them they still obviously, if something happened and they were mad, and if something happened, they were upset. But it just when they weren't on it, those spikes just got a little bit sharper, a little bit faster.
Okay.
And it was just a weird reality to realize, like, I was like, "Ooh, ooh, that's not uh, uh."
Right.
And, those little things. So, something as serious as, like, depression medication, that's probably got some things that, again, you can't see it because I think it happens gradually,
Right. Yeah.
and the people around you are gonna see it,
Right.
and so especially, like, the people within your little 4 walls. So, yeah, you probably need to consistency?
I know. I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But that's part of my mental load that and I guarantee there will be a conversation had about this after he watches it.
Yeah.
Um, that's part of the mental load that I put on myself. Big Daddy would never not be there for me,
Right.
but most of the time I don't let him see it.
Right.
He doesn't know the demons. He doesn't know what I'm fighting, and I refuse to let him. I refuse to put that burden on him. He's got enough shit.
Mental load for himself.
He's got enough of mental load financially
I
for our
know.
home, all the things. And so when I'm in a funk, I'm in a funk and I'm handling it my damn self. I'm not, I refuse.
Uh, but
Oh, it'll be done now because I promise there'll be a
there'll be a
conversation.
conversation. I agree. I agree there should be. At the end of the day, when you're in a marriage and you need to have the whole picture.
Yeah.
So he may be with anything, he may be annoyed because something didn't happen, but he doesn't know what's going on in your head. And so his reaction is probably different than if he knew. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then you spiral because why wouldn't you?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I mean,
The
that's
Captain Save a Hotera is going to save her damn self.
but you can't.
Well, I can sure as fuck try really hard.
Right. But that's where like therapy's a good thing.
I know. I know.
And taking your medications properly is a good thing.
Right.
And I will say I'm horrible. I wouldn't be able to take a daily medication.
You can't do pills for shit.
I can't do anything for anything. I can't remember my coffee every day, and that's a
Right.
pretty big deal.
I put
Okay?
my pills by my coffee, my morning
Right?
pills
Oh my
anyway.
gosh. So silly. I get ear infections like I'm a toddler. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal. But I have to be on, antibiotics for 10 days. 10 days. And I can't get through
You
10
make it
days.
2.
I mean, I usually get through 3 or 4 and then gone.
Done.
And so I couldn't imagine I would die of something very, very simple, because
You would die if you saw the number of pills I have to take a day.
right. I
It's
would.
fucking ridiculous.
And I couldn't, because again, I totally grasp, like, you have to have people are like, "Oh, you have to have a system and you have to," and I'm like, "Yeah, my system would be, I forgot to take those this morning, I'll take them tonight, and then I forgot to take them tonight, I'll take them in the morning, and then I forgot to," and I would be in the exact same boat as you. So while it's super easy to preach, it's not so easy to do.
So easy to do.
I'm horrible. Like I said, I can't get through 10 days.
Right.
I
But
can do a
need to.
lifetime.
But that's the thing is I have been on these medications long enough. It's just be my routine.
Right. I mean,
And
But-
I fucked that up.
but your mental load is different. You
Ah,
know what I
so
mean? You're yelling at your
stupid.
teenager to get up. You know what I'm talking? It's just, you have to make it a priority, but that's really hard to do when you're juggling 500 things.
What really sucks is when I remember to take my morning medications, I have to eat sooner
Right.
because I'm diabetic and I take metformin. If I don't take my medication in the morning, I could get by till 1 o'clock without eating.
Yeah, but is that good for you?
No, of course it isn't.
Yeah.
I'm diabetic. But if I take my meds, I get all diabetic-y and hungry and shit much sooner than if I don't take my meds.
Yeah, but there's
So you would think I would weigh 5 pounds.
no, but I
But I don't.
because your body's not producing the things, because like the things that you need.
It's in starvation mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing it wrong.
I know. I even got these cool, smoothie blender things that bought all the smoothie shit. I'm like, I'm gonna do this every day,
Yeah,
and then I'll take my medication, and I'm getting a good healthy breakfast.
right.
Fuck that. Give me my coffee.
Well, yes. I mean, I get it. I have to have coffee, but still, you could drink your coffee and then do that.
I know.
What? So if you is it the fact that they're not like prepackaged, or is it the fact that? Because again, I love a good organization. If you need help prepacking your morning stuff, I can help you do that.
As in my pills?
No, like your
Oh,
smoothie stuff. Like
Oh.
if you had it all prepackaged and all you had to do was dump it in your blender.
it's not that damn hard to make a smoothie. I'm just a fucking bum. No, I appreciate your organization and your list and shit, but no, it's not that easy. I just choose not to do it
Yeah, so
because I'm a
that's
stubborn pain in the ass.
well, and I'm sure, again, I don't actually know, but it probably goes hand in hand with your depression
Ah,
and the ability.
what?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor in any
Mm.
way, shape, or form, but I'm taking a wild stab that those two things, your ability to stay
Stay the course.
stay the course and not just want to
Fuck
sit.
it.
Yeah, it
Fuck
might
it.
probably go a little bit hand in hand.
I mean, I think you stayed at a Holiday Inn Express once. That basically makes you doctor, doesn't it? Fucker.
I mean, I don't, and I feel bad because I'm like, I actually don't know shit about shit, so I don't know.
No, you don't
I'm
gotta
not
know
the
shit.
smartest person in the room ever.
You know what it's like to have a mental load, so you know
Yes.
enough about things.
Yeah, I do, and I know, I know what it's like to have a bad day. I'm not gonna say I never have
Right,
a day where I don't quite see the bright side.
right,
Like, and I'm sure, again, I don't think I have depression, but I do know what it feels like to have, like, that dark cloud loom over your head, and no matter what you do, it wasn't right, it wasn't enough, you aren't enough. Like, those, I'm not saying that I don't have those days. I just, for me, usually they're gone the next day.
yeah,
And so, I don't think I've ever had more than a run of a couple of days where I feel useless.
oh god.
You know
I
what I
live in the
mean?
trenches.
Yeah, and that's for me, I would have that, like, about 3 days of that, and I'm breaking down, and I will tell you, I know you don't like to give your husband the load and, like, but I've found when I have those days where I can't quite see the bright side, or I can't quite see the light at the end of the tunnel, I do find that if I really unload on my husband and tell him every gritty thing that is going on in my head, for me, it somehow helps. I don't think that it probably helps our marriage, and it probably doesn't help my husband,
Right,
but at the end of the day, I feel better, which I think then in turn helps our marriage.
right,
So it's a teeter-totter a little bit, but for me, if I just really, and sometimes it's me crying and screaming, and sometimes it's me even a horribly written text message that just tells him the 25 million things I feel like I'm
right,
failing at today. Um, and again, I don't think that's great for him.
right,
I don't know.
right, right,
Like, I feel like that's a bit of a pain in the butt for him,
right. But he would
but
rather you do that than
I'm
yeah,
sure. I'm sure he would. And I vice versa. There are times when he maybe is in a mood and I'm like, you need to, what is it? You need to spell it out because I don't know. And
right.
so I'm sure Jeff feels the same way. Like if you just really lay it all out.
And yeah, and he absolutely does feel that way. Does mean I'm gonna do it.
Can you try it?
No, no,
All
I'm not there yet. I'm not
right,
there.
all right, all right.
Nope, I got it.
Mm,
I got this. Hold my beer. I got this.
okay,
It's
okay.
fine.
All right. If you've got it, honey.
Well, still upright, so
You're gonna
I got
drive
it
me
this week
nuts.
anyway.
Well, and not like you don't have a stressful month ahead of you, so
And that's I was actually thinking about this earlier today. Thinking about the episode and what we are gonna talk about and things and I was, just like, okay, I have a lot of misfirings in my brain, right?
Mm,
Um, Childhood trauma, it is what it is. And
well, it's not, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
I said to I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I have spent more time in my adult world than I did my childhood, obviously, but I still cannot get past those traumas of my childhood. And I was like, that makes 0 sense to me. And I'm like, but wait, that's when you're learning.
Yeah. It's
And you're learning your core values, your core worths, all the things.
your brain is developing.
Ugh. Well, that's a stupid time for your fucking brain to develop it when you're going through trauma.
Well,
It's dumb.
well, I I don't know.
I want to tell you, Tara, but it is what it is.
No, I just, I think, I've coping, and there are different coping mechanisms. And I think everybody's is different. And what works for you isn't probably going to work for everybody. Um, One thing which I thought was a really cool thing, but I was told one time when you're having an anxiety attack to hold ice cubes in your hands because the burn of the ice cube, like hold it, like basically give yourself frostbite. But the burn of the ice cubes in your hand is going to help you to process like your emotions. I don't know how that works. But I will say I've seen somebody do it, and I can't say that it was magic, but it did help them to kind of calm down and like center.
Hmm.
I
I
think
might need to try that.
yeah, it was the weirdest thing. But yeah, you put an ice cube in the center of both your hands and you hold onto it tight and you let those things melt. But that like something about it, I don't know. I am not a doctor. I know nothing about nothing. But this did come from an actual therapist. this was actually something that someone was told by a real doctor.
Fair,
So,
fair.
and I don't know how it works or why it works. But I was like, oh, because the person would have an anxiety attack to where they couldn't catch their breath.
Right.
And they would get really worked up. And yeah, there was something about that. So, I mean, if you ever feel really overwhelmed, try it. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it won't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it did help.
Oh, be worth checking out.
Yeah.
I mean, what's worst gonna happen? It's not gonna work.
Yeah. You're going to have melted ice cubes on your hands. You're going to have a little water, a little spilt water.
Oh, spilt water.
That's all
I
right.
need to cry over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with anything that you have to try and find a coping mechanism, whatever that is, mine is usually unloading it. Like
Right.
that seems to work the best for me if I really just
Purge.
like purge all of my crazy feelings. And again, the poor person who has to catch it is my husband, but he's the trooper.
You know what we need?
What?
We need a smash room.
Oh my gosh.
Where you just go fucking rage on shit and break it. Yes. They have one in Sioux Falls.
They do. They used to have one in Watertown, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it lasted a very, very minute amount of time.
Because I didn't know it was there.
And well, I want to say it was running for a couple of weeks. I'm not. I just saw it on Facebook one time.
Oh, I could do some serious.
See, and that's not like for me. I don't find that therapeutic.
No.
No.
Have you ever been in a spot where you just need to fucking lose your shit for a minute?
Yeah, I'll scream into a pillow.
Yeah, but can you imagine the satisfaction of smashing a fucking TV?
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll try it
Well,
sometime.
yeah,
We'll take a field trip.
Yeah. I'll scream and swing around. I mean, I've done construction. I do like to do
Smash shit
demo
up.
construction.
Yeah, see?
I am all about smashing up some sheetrock.
Therapeutic as fuck.
I mean, usually my husband has to clean it all up, but it is what it is.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Job, right? A man's job. I'm just kidding. If there's
girl
any men
jobs and boy
listening,
jobs.
Yeah, there's not. So we all, men and women, not just women, we create major mental loads for ourselves that we
Right.
Some are probably warranted.
Yeah.
But others are probably excessive and not warranted. And we need to find a way to use resources.
Yes.
Feel free to ask.
Yes.
I'm not going to do any of this shit.
Yeah. I've found with me and my mental load, and we've talked about this multiple times, that if I can't be 100% in control and I can't put 110% into it, I have to be a backseat. I have to. And that's what helps me so that I can focus on some of the more important things to me. Like I've talked about it. My husband was the Taekwondo dad. I'm wearing a Taekwondo t-shirt. Um, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to be at every practice and make it to every test and I knew that I couldn't do it. So he had to. And I knew that up front. Same with the podcast. Like you were like, hey, you've got all the technical stuff. Are you okay with that? And I was like, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, I know that so I have to take that off my plate. You could definitely try that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But even just, and I know, delegating to your kids, but like there are certain things that your kids are capable of doing that you don't have to put it on your plate.
Right.
I'm sure you do, but you don't have to.
Some days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But such is the way of a woman.
Yeah.
A crazy woman with bad childhood trauma and severe depression and PTSD. All the shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am a. Have you ever showed you my medical record?
I don't think I'm ready for that novel. Plus, I don't even understand. Biggest thing I got is an old knee, and now I have ear infection and I find that annoying. I couldn't imagine like that, like
Functioning.
right, and that like amount of information being fed to you. Like you said words, even your prescription. I don't know, you mentioned one. Those words aren't words to me.
Metformin.
Sure.
Sure.
What? I don't know. Like, it,
No.
not for me.
No.
I can't. I can't take a pill every day and I can't understand medical terms. I ain't built like that.
It ain't. What do we say? Hair's built different.
Yeah, you are. You are. You and your chart, and like there was one day you were like, I know what this test means. I was like, I don't even know what that test says.
Right.
I don't even know the words that are, what is that even called? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's a hot mess express.
But you, for some reason, like, get it. Like, you're like, I have this and I have that. And you like know terminology that I, for the life of me, wouldn't be able to even pronounce, more or less understand what it is.
Yeah. I really struggled when my therapist diagnosed me with PTSD.
Right.
I never been in a combat zone.
That's not what it means.
Right, but that was the first thing I thought of is my life ain't that fucking bad. I've never been in a war zone.
Well,
And she's like, but things were pretty damn traumatic. It took me a long time to be willing to hold on to that diagnosis. And now it's, I've been through some shit and that's okay.
yeah. Yeah. And there are certain things that bring it back up.
Oh, yeah.
And that's I absolutely, I get where you're coming from, but I think a lot of people have things that happen to them or happen around them. It doesn't even have to happen to you. It just has to happen around you. And there are certain things that will bring you back to that.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
Right. Yeah, those aren't.
It's ridiculous.
But the fact that you, as an adult, something will happen and it brings you right back to that. That's what I think. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're the one that actually knows. That's what that is. It's whatever that trauma or whatever happened around or with you, and then something clicks, and you're back in that like emotional state that you probably shouldn't be at.
Right. And that's one thing. Probably my biggest example and our biggest struggle is my dad died when I was 14 years old. Right. Very formative years right there.
Yeah.
Frontal lobe still isn't developed at this point. And that was hard. I didn't have much of a relationship with my dad when I was a kid until 2 years before he passed away.
Yeah.
So I have some weird trigger in my head that I have always been very guarded and very standoffish when it comes to relationships because I know this is gonna go bad.
Oh,
And when it
yeah.
does, I'm not gonna be the one to hurt
Yeah, that's
because I was so crushed and devastated when my dad died
right.
that I now just assume.
And it's crazy because how long have you and Jeff been married?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what Jeff said. He's like, "You've been with me longer than you even knew your dad."
Yeah, longer than you could have. You've been with
Right.
him longer than 14 years.
Right. He's like, "But yet nothing that I do proves to
Changes.
you
Yeah.
that the other shoe isn't gonna drop."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "But I," and logically,
Yeah, like, when I look at it, yeah, when
know
I
that.
write it out, I can see A
Yeah.
and B equals C, but I still think A and B equal see you later.
If he raises his voice for anything, trigger,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
A man should be able to raise his voice if he needs to raise his voice without me, cowering to a 14-year-old kid,
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid. Anyway,
Yeah.
we
You've got
we digress as usual.
always. Always. But yeah, I would say, that is really tough. And you lost somebody very important to you at a very young age, which changes you. It does.
Absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
does. It shapes a lot more than that year or that even that decade. I mean, it makes you a different person.
Right.
But yeah, it is really heartbreaking to know that, you've been in your marriage for forever.
Mhm.
I don't know, forever to me, forever to most people.
19 years.
19 years. That's a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And to still have that like wheel in the back of your head going, well, I mean, maybe.
This is gonna blow up at some point.
Yeah.
Might as well prepare myself for it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. I know that. Logically, I know it's
Yeah.
fucked up,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to flip the switch on that.
Yeah. You don't know how to, a coping, you have to figure out something, a mechanism of something of how to like knock
Yeah.
you out of that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Probably should
me
talk to a
neither.
therapist about that.
We should have had a drinking game.
How many times I say therapist?
Miss bitch needs a therapist. I'd just be throwing back shots of tequila every time you say therapist. I'd be wasted.
Well, I mean, again, professionals, you go and see a medical doctor for all
Oh my
you
God, I
got
have so
going
many fucking
on.
doctors.
You know what I mean? So if you can go see someone for your bladder and you can go see someone for your, I don't know, pick a body part,
Right? It's probably
then you
been something.
probably need to see one regularly for your brain.
Shit again.
I know. So I will say, and this sounds awful because I'm telling you to go to a therapist. I've never been to a therapist. Not to say that there probably aren't points that I should have.
Right. Oh, therapists will do you good.
Yeah. I completely agree. I've always been one of those where
I got this.
maybe
No,
maybe it could be. Could be.
Understand.
But I'm the first to shove someone else.
Right. No, it's not for me, but it would work wonders for you.
So just a hypocrite all the way around.
You know what? Let's end this with a funny story.
Okay.
Okay. Mexico. Jeff and I went to the Explore Park, and there's zip lining.
I love zip lining.
I do not. I'm deathly afraid of fucking heights. And I got myself jacked up. We're doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
So we climb up this rickety-ass tree thing.
I love it.
Up to this concrete platform. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't happening. This is not. It was an entire scene, Carrie. It was fucking ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I am bawling. I am losing my shit. They got to the point of having me hooked up there. And I was like, nope. I am not making the decision to step off this concrete platform.
Your husband just shoved
above
you
the
off there.
trees. No, he's too far away, or he would have. No, I'm not making the decision to plunge to my death. I'm not fucking doing it. And I was like, you need to unhook me. And it's okay. It's okay. No, it's not fucking okay. Get me off this thing. whatever, finally get me off. Totally lose my shit. I'm bawling. I'm just losing it. Tell Jeff, go without me.
Yeah.
I'm going down
Yeah.
via the stairs.
Yeah.
But you go ahead. And he, of course, didn't.
Ugh.
So,
No offense to her. I totally would have ditched you and went.
amen. He should have.
Yeah, I would have.
100%.
This is a.
Yeah, no, he didn't go.
Oh,
He didn't. So we're on our way back down the stairs, and I'm bawling. You can tell that I've been bawling for quite some time. My eyes are red,
puffy.
and swollen. Probably got snot running down my face, and I'm just not having it. And some girl, another group is coming up.
Yeah.
And a girl's like, "Oh my God, is it terrible?" And I was like, "No, honey, you're fine. You'll be good. It'll be so good. It's fine. It's fine. Good for you, not good for me."
That's hilarious.
We're ridiculous as humans.
Oh my gosh. So, can I share our ziplining story?
Of course.
Okay. So, my husband does not do heights. It's not a height
What?
guy. It's crazy. Crazy.
Crazy. Hayden and I are like,
Yeah. So, he does not. And we go ziplining and we're climbing up the stairs. I'm sure it was very similar to what you were doing. And he is going slow AF. And at one
and
point,
you're trying to sprint up there.
I am. I was so excited to the point where I'm kind of like pushing him. Not like pushing him, but like pushing him.
Come on, let's go, baby.
I'm like, there's a line, honey. Hurry up. There's people like gathering behind us. And we're all clipped onto this little rope as you climb the steps. So I'm like, nobody can pass you. You got to keep it going. And he gets up there and I make him go first. And it was the kind where you had to stop yourself with like the leather on
no, not a died.
on the so you had to stop yourself. So you have this glove with a piece of leather glued to it, and then you have to squeeze the rope you're
Yeah. The wire.
on. Yeah, the wire you're on. And the guy was very adamant because we're not small people. He's like, don't slow yourself down too much because you'll sag the cord and then you'll be in the middle.
Oh, shit.
So don't slow down. And he must have said it, I don't know, 5 times. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. I know because he could tell he was nervous. He's like, I know you're nervous, but don't slow down. They'll tell you when to slow down. They'll catch you. Don't worry. Don't slow down. So Hayden goes, and then he doesn't slow down. So proud of him. He just barreled right through there. And as he got to the end, the guy's like waving, like, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
And he's like, no fucking way.
Well, he could at that point because he was very adamant not to do it. So,
My God.
so this guy ends up, Hayden ends up plowing into him. And it was the funniest thing ever. And Hayden was like, I don't want to do it again. I'm like, well, we're stuck because you have to go from line to line to line. I was like, you don't have a choice. There's no downstairs here. Like you got to go to the next wire, and away we go. And he was like, I tried to kill that guy, and I was like, he's fine. He's fine. It's fine. And he was so mad. He was like, and he's like, but he did it. He did it excellently. He wasn't. Everything went well, other than he plowed into a guy. But in his defense, that guy was adamant. Do not. So Hayden was like, I'm not going to, because probably the whole time he was like, don't slow down, don't slow down, don't slow down, don't slow down. And then all of a sudden he's like, ooh, slow down.
And it's too late.
Yeah, it was a great time.
I am bummed because the end of the zip line where we were at, like, you ziplined into a pool of water.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do that, but not that fucking bad.
Might have been the same thing because we literally did that.
X-Cray Explore Park?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know the concrete platform in which I refused to step off.
Yeah. No, we absolutely did. And yeah, we got to go. Although when you zip line into the little thing, I was a little nervous. Not that I can't swim, because I can swim. But that water's real cold. And you're real hot by this time.
Oh, shit.
And so kind of, there was a moment where I was like, because you couldn't catch your breath.
Oh, shit. I mean, see, it's a good thing I didn't, because rigor mortis would have set in. It'd have been panic. It'd have been a whole fucking thing.
But yeah, no, I'm telling you, it was a great time. If you ever get a chance, do it again.
No, I didn't do it the first time. I'm not going to do it again.
I'll be behind you, just pushing you.
Yeah, you and Jeff go have a good time.
Mm.
Me and Hayden will be in the cave.
No, Hayden liked it. Once he got
No,
going,
You're not
if
doing
you
it.
were to ask him, next time you see him, ask him if he liked ziplining. Because not only did we do it that time, we did it another time after that. Because he was like, it was fun. You were right, honey.
No, no, not doing it. I did zip line over the link in Vegas,
Oh, yeah.
which is like half a story off the ground.
Yeah, you're basically kicking people in the head.
And
It's like a swing.
And they release you.
Yeah.
I didn't have a
You're just
choice.
hanging out there.
I
Yeah.
almost fucking puked.
You are such a pansy.
I am a pansy.
I went upside. So I went
No.
upside down.
Nope.
Yeah, the last little stint, he was like, anybody want to go upside down? And Hayden's like, no, thank you. And I was like, I would love to. He's like, okay. He's like, when you get to the middle, he's like, let go with both your hands and flip all the way backwards. Just keep your feet tucked.
Fuck that.
And I did it, and it was amazing. But the only struggle was I really had to depend on that guy to catch me because I wasn't holding onto the wire anymore.
Fair.
And the reality of it is sit-ups are not like mid-air sit-ups with they just had to catch me upside down and flip me up.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. It was
It's
great.
fine.
It was
It's
great.
good.
It was very, very fun.
Nope. The link was as most as I'm getting,
Ugh,
and they had to release me, or I'd have still been fucking sitting there.
you are crazy.
I am a puss.
Yeah, I felt like the link wasn't even like I was like, well, it doesn't even
It's like a big swing set.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's funny.
All right. Well, friends, here's the thing. If you have a mental load that you need help with, reach
Yeah.
out to somebody.
Yeah.
Even if it's me. We discussed on the last episode. I'll talk to anybody. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm here for you, boo-boo.
She will.
Don't carry the load that isn't necessary for you to carry. If you have a partner, listen to me. I'm not gonna listen to me, but somebody fucking has to. Lean into your partner. I promise from here on out there'll be some leaning in because Big Daddy's gonna drop
Make
the
you.
hammer on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
ass.
exactly. He's gonna shove you into leaning into him.
Lean into your people.
Yeah.
Look for support. Look for help. You have the friends. I am lucky enough, super blessed that if I had an emotional emergency, I probably have 5 people I could call that would show
Right.
up.
Yeah.
And I know that.
Absolutely.
So I am very blessed. If you are not as blessed and you need a sounding board, reach out. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Not to Carrie. She ain't gonna check her messages. Reach out to me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Apps.
Oopsies.
But no. Yeah. So we enjoy hanging out with us.
We enjoy it. It's a great time. And yeah,
Yeah.
tell a friend.
Tell all your friends. Like these bitches. Are
I'm like, tell
crazy.
one friend. She's like, tell every friend you've ever
All
met.
of them.
Tell the lady at the grocery store.
All of them. If you need me to send you some cards that you can hand out to people, I will. I'll drop some in the mail to you. You can just make them fly, make them rain,
Make them rain.
right? Just wee. Here's all the cards. Check out these crazy chachos. This Tara, she's built different, and
She
Carrie
is.
needs a list.
I do. Always. Everything's better if you have a list.
Everything. Anywho's, have a great night. Again, we are the Mom Life Workaholics. I am Tara.
And I'm Carrie.
Have a great night. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.